Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I'm back here at the Ocean Picture Stone Quarry. I've given myself one job and one job only today. I want to break off this chunk of mid-grade stone right here and see if there's any premium behind it. I'm not sure how hard that's gonna be, so wish me luck. And I hope you enjoy. With me today, I've got my wife, Dana. She's up there looking at the poly seam to see if we can find any more of that amazing blue Polly found. And Evan, who is just running interference, hopefully finding rocks. Now, the reason I think there might be some good stuff behind that is off to the left, right, your other left, the right, there is some really nice ultra premium stone. Off on the left, up above it, there is a whole lot of ultra premium stone. I want to find out if in between those there still is the ultra premium. It's just being hidden by this big block of what I would consider mid-grade stone. So my plan is to fire up the generator, fire up the rotary hammer, the hammer drill, and drill myself about 6 holes across the top here, throw some feather and wedges in, knock off that block. Big block of mid-grade, but let's hope there's some premium behind it. Maybe I need gas. There we be, 6 holes. Let's fill those with 6 feather and wedges. So will 6 do it, or do I need to continue all the way out? For the one that has mushroomed head, I slip and hit sideways. You should never get your tools that you're meant to hammer on, get these mushroomed heads. If you miss with a straight hit and hit on the edge, those little pieces can shoot off like bullets. Now the proper way to use feather and wedges is you go one line, you go whack, 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 and then let it sit for 20 seconds. All that pressure can propagate cracks between them. I tend to push my feather and wedges. I don't wait. I hear cracks. I hear big cracks. Let's hope this whole rock comes off. Now, before I go any further, I want to make sure if this comes off all at once with one great big pop, that it doesn't roll down and hit my feet or legs. So I'm just going to plan where my getaway is and make sure that I can step there quickly if it goes. And yes, I can jump right there in half a second. No problem. The crack is forming. Okay, now I move. It's about to go. Oops, let's make sure these cords are out of the way. Okay, I'm out of the way. So just as my rock is about to go, Dana says, "Stop what you're doing! Get up here!" She found more of the polyseam of blue Beautiful stuff. Nice and thick too. Good job, guys. Good job.
So you can see back there too.
Yeah, that's where it came from?
Yeah.
Perfect. It is really hard digging this mud right now because it's just so soaking wet. It's mud. Ew. Having fun?
Yes. Now that we found some color, yes.
Perfect. Back down the hill to my rock. Oh, look at that. The crack went perfect. It's all the way down to the bottom. Don't know where it goes out that side. It's probably why it's not falling off right now, is it probably comes back along one of these flaws, and the rock is kind of pinched at the moment. What I might have to do is get a wedge in that crack, because I can't really hammer anymore. Those are down as far as they'll go. Let's go get a wedge. Let's just use this chisel. We'll find one of the wider spots of the crack that'll fit in nicely, like right there, and hammer it in. There we go. Now the whole thing's moving. We got it. It's all broken free now. The reason it's not falling is because this crack here goes on a bit of a sort of key shape here. So it's being keyed into this rock so it won't fall. But there's the crack, flaw across the bottom, big flaw over here. In a second, we'll get to see if it was all worth it. Well, it's all worth it. It has to go. But we'll get to see if there's any premium in there. She's stubborn!
Just like you.
Stubborn, just like me, Dana says. I thought you were the stubborn one. She's loose. Might need the big pry bar. Big pry bar! In the water. And let's have a look. Okay, mid-grade all up top. Nicer mid-grade. Some premium right there. Is that a line of premium? Might be a line of premium. That's a big rock. Almost good stuff. Almost. There's a piece of premium. Ultra premium right there. That's nice. Okay, let's get this wet and have a look. This mid-grade is a beautiful, beautiful mid-grade material. Very, very blue. That's just awesome. But it's not quite the dark blue that we consider premium. Down here, there's a bit of the premium blue, but it's a very thin band. So what I'm guessing is we have to go back and take another slab and hope that thin band gets big. Looks like this rock here is ready to come. I could probably get this rock down with one wedge right on that crack. This whole rock would come. There's a bit of premium in it. There's some nice stuff. A little bit right there, big seam of it right there, nice and blue. But that's just a thin layer on the surface here. Not quite what we're looking for yet. All right, 4 more holes, 4 more feather and wedges. Nice chunk of mid. Another big block of mid. Check out this rock I just pulled. Wow, the perfect brown, blue, white I will take this one home, cut it, and show you what that thing looks like inside for the end of the video. Plus, the one that Dana found earlier. We're gonna cut both of those on camera, show you what they look like. I got a good one. It's big. There's no safe way to get this down other than gravity.
Hey, look, it didn't end up in the water.
First one. Oh, Evan, got a rock for ya. Now, some of you may have heard on Facebook someone claiming to have found a new ocean picture stone deposit. And I've had a lot of comments saying, Dan, you don't own the only one, or Dan's lying because he doesn't have the only deposit. Well, let me explain this new deposit a little bit. It's claimed to be on virgin ground. Well, here is my upper pit. The upper pit has had a lot of mid-grade stone, a lot of low-grade, a lot of mid-grade stone, not much premium found up here. My claim border is actually right over here by my truck. It's really close. I think I actually have the peg right here. Here's the claim border, about 20 feet, 30 feet away from the upper pit. Now, the new deposit is actually right there. This is the neighbor's claim. The neighbor actually has from that pin over. This is his claim. And you can see a whole bunch of rocks that were pulled out of the pits right here, were dumped back, 30, 40, 50 years ago on his claim. And he did find a couple pieces of float that had ocean picture stone. That float is rock that has moved from the claim. He did drill a bunch of these big boulders here to see if they had blue, and some of them, or one of them at least, showed it had some blue inside of it. That hole there, I'm not sure if it's down onto bedrock or not, but some of the holes showed some blue. This is the new deposit. This is my deposit. So if you're wondering why I say there is only one ocean picture stone deposit, this isn't necessarily a new deposit. It's either float from my deposit or it's just a continuation of the seam up onto it. It's right here in the same spot. It's not a new deposit. This stuff has all been worked very hard about 40 years ago. And I really don't want to get involved in any of the drama that sometimes online creates. I'm okay that Dave found a new deposit or a new rock or even float from my deposit, whatever it might be. Congratulations, Dave. That's awesome. I love it. Wish you all the best, for sure. Well, the sun is about to set on the Ocean Picture Stone Quarry and set for the season probably. This might be our last trip in here. It is mid-November and it could snow any day. Dana found one or two really nice rocks that we're going to take home and slab up and show you right here. And then I found one or two really nice rocks that we're going to slab up and show you right here. I am back home now in the cutting shop. In the shop here we have 3 big slab saws, 3 small slab saws, 2 water trim saws, and outdoors there's 1 big slab saw. Today we're cutting 2 pieces of poly seam that Dana found yesterday and 2 pieces of the premium material I was getting. In this saw we just finished another slab of the poly seam. This is a rock that Dana picked up last day. We are just slabbing away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns. And that's ready to go. In this saw here, we are making slabs. Yes, this saw needs an oil change really soon. Of the premium material I pulled out from up on the hill. Beautiful stuff. I've been cutting all morning, so we already have a bunch already cut. But again, pull him back. This saw here takes 8 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And she's ready to go. This one has to be clamped in. Here's another one of the premium pieces that I picked up off the hill. I'll clamp that one in, get her started. That's another piece of Dana's. In here we got just a test rock going. We don't know what's inside of it. This guy here is making cab blanks. These are blanks for making cabochons. And this saw here, again, we were just testing to see what was inside this rock. Yeah, not very good. We'll take that one out and put a nicer rock in there. This one's ready to go. It's another rock. I see blue in it, but I don't know what's inside. So this one, we're just taking the slab off the end to see what's inside and then determine what we want to do from there. This guy's all set up. This one I know is a premium piece of stone. So what I do with a premium like this, I usually cut off 1 pound off the end. There's a 1 pound chunk. I'll sell that as a 1 pound premium. Then I'll have a look at the cut face and decide whether I'm going to do more 1 pound pieces or start slabbing it up. These guys are both ready for slabs. Let's get going. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes to see what's there. And out here on the big saw, we're pulling a really big slab off this rock. This is, again, the premium material from up on the bank. Stuff I was getting at the end of the day. Above that mid-grade that didn't show anything below it. It'll be nice. All set up. Let's get cutting. Well, that's about all the fumes I want to suck in for a day. I do have a vacuum system pulling out of each and every machine so that the fumes go away outside. But every time you open a saw, you get a whiff of the oils, and I can only handle so much of that. So everything's cut. We're taking it upstairs to wash off all the mineral oil, and let's have a look at what things look like. Here we are, done a morning of cutting, and we have some amazing rock. We have these great big slabs. They're like 10 inches long. Beautiful scenes, full ocean scenes in every slab. Look at that thing. We have some half slabs. This was the piece that I was cutting that I found on the hill there. That was the first one I put in the saw. Here's Dana's piece. This is the piece Dana got from Polly's seam. The brightest blues. She says this one looks like a whale. And here's another one I got from up on the hill. Another piece of premium. Beautiful ocean scene. This is another chunk from Dana's. Dana found on the seam that Polly found. And then I had a whole bunch of pieces ready for cabs. Cabochons, little gemstones. Look at the dendrites in that one. Ooh, and this one too. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off this piece. Check this out. Nice. Great morning of cutting with some great material. And as always, if you want some of this, you can purchase it from my website, www.danhurdprospecting.com. Well, that was a fantastic day. I gave myself one job to do, and I did it, and I did it well. Unfortunately, there was no premium below that mid-grade rock. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, I hope I earned your subscription today. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these weekly episodes of Dan Hurd Prospecting. Hope you're all having an amazing day. I sure am. Until the next one, bye.